everybody, it's Pinker the Penguin, and welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. Oh no, Dave usually does these things here. It's still our BrickWall holiday month, and Dave told me to come here and tell you this crazy story, right? Because as you know, we've been a little gone. I didn't get to celebrate Christmas with you guys, but that's because I was a witness to one of the craziest events I've ever seen in my life, and I've seen a lot of things. But before I get any further in it, I want to remind you guys to go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button if you enjoy my story, and follow the brand on all these different sites you got there. Facebook, what's that say? It's Twitter and TikTok and Instagram, and that's the Twitch channel right there. So make sure you show some love to the team. They're really cool. But I'm here to talk about this story that they actually made into a bit of a documentary on the HBO Max. Actually, Adult Swim made it, and I always know the true story. So this is gonna be. But what happened? Who cut the camera? Okay, that was weird. But this is known as the Adult Swim Yule special. So, like I said, I was there. So that night in question, I was sitting in this here house, minding my own business, watching the Yule log after picking up a couple of things and just deciding to take a little bit of a rest, in between final checks and deliveries before Christmas and all that good stuff. So, as I'm sitting there, this cleaning lady comes in and starts cleaning the place. Pretty normal stuff, right? And this is all about 2 minutes into me sitting there. So then, all of a sudden, these people break into the house and murder the cleaning lady. And then, shortly after that, I'm just sitting here watching this murder. It was crazy. It was like a guy in like a mask or something. And then it was like he kind of looked like Leatherface a little bit, right? So that guy has like this really crazy mom, and she's like, "Yes, my precious baby, go ahead and get her. She loves you, my precious baby. Oh, you killed her by accident? Oh, well, I guess it's just no woman that's good enough for you. But we gotta clean up the stuff." Like, they really try to clean up the evidence there. Like, it was really crazy. So then, right when they're cleaning up the evidence, something happens. Like, someone's like coming into the house and stuff. And so I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. So this couple comes in, right? And this couple's name, let me see if I can remember. What exactly was their name? Oh, yeah, Zoe and Alex, right? So Zoe and Alex come in there, and they're like a nice little sweet couple, white guy, black guy, interracial dating. Don't really have a problem with that. And if you do, you're part of the problem in this world, Anyway, so as I'm so sorry. As Zoe and Alex are sitting there, and they're having a nice little night there. They're on their vacation and stuff. And then, Alex proposes to Zoe. It was such a sweet little moment. I really liked it. He caught it on like the camera. Oh, by the way, right? So I was sitting next to the camera, so you won't really see me in the documentary. Sorry, I'm sorry. It's just the rest of the story. I'm gonna be stuttering a lot. The rest of the story is really traumatizing for me, honestly. So while they're sitting in there, I start to see like these really weird flashes of like past and things that used to happen in their house. It was really weird, and I think only I could see it because I'm magical and stuff like that. So it was just really weird. And then, right, the craziest thing happened. Right. These other people came into the house, and they were also on vacation. But in the middle of them being on the vacation, right now, talking and chatting it up, there was like a mistake. Oh, wait, no, I forgot one part. Okay. So I can't believe I almost forgot this. So there was like this guy came to the door and started telling like Zoe and Alex about like this like old history. It was really crazy of like the house and like this Yule log they had on fire. Said it came from like a cursed tree or something. And a lot of people used to die in that location. It's a really weird story to tell. And trust me, that plays a really big part. So, skipping a lot of the finer details that you can see if you watch this here recreation of the events they're streaming on Mix, this really crazy, really wild thing happens. This Yule log that I mentioned earlier that came from that cursed tree, check it out. It gets up and starts floating, mate. It floats. It was so crazy. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my eyes. It starts floating, and then it goes around and starts killing everyone, killing people, mate. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. So much death, so much carnage, so much blood. It's just crazy. I didn't expect that. I thought I was just gonna walk in here and just see like a nice little Yule log or something, and just let's just appreciate the times, appreciate the year, and a lot of things happened in my life. And you know, I didn't get invited to that bastard Chuck E. Cheese's party or anything. If you want to know more about that, watch my TikTok I made about that. But anyway, I just didn't expect all this crazy stuff to happen, and it did, mate. It really did. It was so much. That log was like chasing them through the house. And there was this like really other strange thing that happened before the log thing. It's like this one guy was sitting there, and then he's like started staring off into space, just like that, staring off into space. And then, oh man, it's like he's had this really blank stare. And then next thing I know, he disappeared. It's like nobody else noticed that. I think he had some hallucination or something. Looked like that's what was going on. Not really sure, but he just like disappeared, and like nobody mentioned him. Nobody talked about him. It's like he didn't even ever exist. No one looked over there at that seat. Nobody acknowledged his former presence. No one's ever asked where he is. No, I think that was a result of some dark magic going on inside that house. Again, I'm only able to realize those things because I myself am a bit of a magical creature, you know, coming around Christmas. I'm a magical Christmas penguin, you know, in case you guys didn't know. That's why my name is Sprinkles. That's why I can talk. And, you know, I was born in New Zealand. Hey, it's not important. Anyway, so craziest thing happens. As like I said, they're running from this whole log. It's killing all the people. It's really, really nuts. But then, oh boy, can I tell you, in between all this killing and stuff, I'm running, I'm trying to hide. Then the murderer from the beginning comes back, and he's just like, slash, horror. He catches like the two girls and stuff, and it's really crazy. And it's like his mom is there, and like she's like trying to get like the one guy to like sleep with or something. And I was just so terrified. And so in the middle of that, I'm trying to find my way out, and I see aliens come around. That's right, I said aliens. Aliens came into this place, and they like suck the blood out of people, and they make them dead. And I was so scared. And then all of a sudden, the crazy ex-murderer guy comes back and kills the alien. And then, oh man, I can't even tell you how it ends, man. It's just, you just got to see it. You got to see the recreation of it. Honestly, I watched it myself, and being someone that was actually there during these events and saw everything that happened, honestly, mate, I gotta say, it's a pretty spot on recreation of what happened. And it even gives me some extra context to what I saw that night. Granted, I'm not really in the whole documentary. Nobody really knew I was there, but I do know that I had to answer for a couple of magical crimes. And as far as I'm concerned, that Yule log is still out there somewhere. I just don't know where. It's a crazy night, mate. I tell you. It was one of the most weirdest things I've ever seen in my life. But watching the recreation on HBO Max, as I've alluded to earlier, I think it was pretty nice, you know? It was, it really captured it. It was a little offbeat. It's an Adult Swim type of thing. So, of course, it's not really going to be all that accurate. And it's not going to be too scary. It's actually going to be a little bit comedic, and that's how they do things. Let's see. I would rate that there documentary. I'd give it about a good old 4 out of 5 candy canes. I thought it was really nice. I thought it was, something that's really catches you off guard, like it caught me off guard, mate, because I was there. But like I said, if you want to check this out, you can go ahead and roll up the HBO Mix and find the Adult Swim Yule log. But hurry, there's only a couple of days until it's going from off of HBO Mix. It'll probably be back next holiday season, but for now, you might just want to watch it before the new year. But if not, you could probably find it on the Adult Swim app, or you could probably even find it playing on YouTube somewhere. I think the Adult Swim YouTube channel might have uploaded it. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for you. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Thank you for supporting Dave and B and everybody else on this here channel. Thank you for following us on these here websites down below. And as always, guys, You take care of yourselves. Be kind. I gotta turn this thing off. Hold on, I gotta go down there. But anyway, guys, until next time, be Holly. Oh, I'm gonna find the button here. Okay. Be Holly, stay jolly. Peace out, Boy Scouts. And I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. And I hope 2026 brings you all the joy and happiness. And hey, maybe I'll see you guys next year. All right, guys, totally. I turn this thing off. Okay, it's the button. Okay,